Welcome to my world. Handicapped man down at a charity feed. Great spread this morning. God, it was horrible. But it made what I needed to happen. Then I had these people that stopped and said, "Hey, you want some shoes?" I said, "Yeah, I was going to need to get some anyway. So might as well." And if it really comes to fruition, help them buy more shoes so that we can help more people. Well, I'm not but you know what I mean. Hell, might as well. There's nothing wrong with helping someone.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Pleasant good afternoon to you on a Thursday here live from Las Vegas, man. NASCAR has got its final four set for the trucks, the Xfinity, and the Cup. 2 races left for the NHRA as they visit Las Vegas this weekend, and a big weekend coming up for the World of Outlaws in the NOS Energy Series in Charlotte. F1's got 5 races to go, and Las Vegas is on the loom. Skratch with a K's live in Daytona Beach. Alan Michaels here in Las Vegas, and our special guest today, Pro Legend driver Austin Thompson, will join us live on Pit Road Racing. Starts right now.
Race friends, they're back together again. Live from Daytona Beach, Florida, it's Skratch with a K. And live from Las Vegas, it's Alan Michaels. Right here, right now, on the flagship station, the WCOBM TV network. It's on Pit Road Racing.
Pleasant good afternoon to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada here, where it's a nice sunny 79 degrees today here in Las Vegas, live from the WCOBM studios. My partner sits about 2,800 miles away from me from the world center of speed in Daytona Beach, Florida. Please welcome from the Nutchuck Studios, Mr. Skratch with a K. Good afternoon or good evening to you, sir.
And good afternoon to you, sir, from a sunny 68 degrees here in the World Center of Racing.
Yep. Here we go, man. Great show for us today. Actually, our special guest he's logged on a little bit early. Let's go ahead and say hi to him real quick. He's going to be joining us from North Carolina, Pro Legend driver right there, Mr. Austin Thompson. Good afternoon to you, sir. How you doing today, buddy?
Good. I appreciate you guys for having me on.
No
North
problem,
Carolina's
man.
a little cool.
Yeah, man, you're a little early. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put you on the pause for about 10 minutes if you don't mind, all right? And we're going to run through the first part of the show, Skratch. We're going to skip a little bit of ahead and bring Austin on earlier, then we'll finish the rest of it up the way we do.
You look
okay,
at garage right there. That looks like the kind of garage I want to go hang out in right there. I can just tell.
Yeah, that's it. Austin, we'll be right back with this. Let us get the opening done, and we'll be right back with you, buddy. Stay in time for us, okay? There he is. He's ready to go from North. You liked them cars, didn't you, Skratch? Huh? There you go.
I like hanging out in garages.
There you go. Hey, man, we get it started for you. We do it each and every Thursday afternoon right here from Las Vegas and Daytona Beach on Pit Road Racing from our main network, the WCOVM, and we send it out to all the Facebook channels, YouTube, television, LinkedIn, Twitter. It's just about anywhere. Just launch search on Pit Road Racing. You should be able to find it. Hey, want to thank our show partners that are rolling across the screen there. Gene Woods Racing Experience, the Woods Family Sandwiches, Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Atlanta Motorsports Park, our good friends down there, Jeremy and everybody. Red One Scooters, man, we get around with those. Hammer and Harry's, great place to go. Skratch, at the $5 margarita. And are also our good friends over at the Downtown Grand Hotel and Casino. We want to thank all of our show partners for joining us out there today. And real quickly, Skratch, if you got your shoes ready to go, there they are, man. All righty. He's got his. I got mine. And of course, being a partner of this show and also just making some great donations. It's a 501c3. It's the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame. And these are what we call heart shoes, everybody. And it's real easy to do. All you got to do is log on to the website at hof.com or hotshoehalloffame.com and hit the donate button right there, whether it's a $5 donation, 10, 20, 30, 40, 100, $1,000, doesn't make any difference. 100% of the money goes for these tennis shoes right here. We send them out to churches and missions. Gene and the crew have been down in the tunnels. Scratch, you can tell them the tunnels are a scary place here in Las Vegas, man. And
they are. When I had my divorce, I thought I was going to live in one of them.
Yeah, they took over 150, almost 200 pairs of shoes down there for the homeless people and everything else. So if you got some time and a little extra money, we surely would appreciate that you donate that for us, okay? Real quickly, Tony Stewart, things I just got to Scratch, and everybody out there, I just got a media advisory from Tom Blattner here. Tony Stewart, we had things set up pretty much ready to go, but Tony got calls, sponsorship. He had to fly to L.A. today and tomorrow to do television in L.A., then fly tomorrow afternoon to be in Seattle for a television show, and then be back here super late Thursday night. They've got the big Dodge announcements coming up, man. The Tony and Dodge RRT have signed a big lucrative deal, multi-year contracting extension. Tony's going to be here in Las Vegas next week at the SEMA show with his wife, with Leah. So Tom Blattner's setting everything up for us that we should get some time with Tony next week when he's here. So the champ will make it one way or another, buddy. He'll make it one way or another.
Yes,
all right.
Busy. That's a busy man. That's a busy man.
Hey, listen, man, when you sign the deal that they just did and everything else, it's definitely a big deal. Let's get it rocking and rolling. I got racing weather. Scratch, you stand by from around the track, and right after that, we'll get to Austin Thompson. Yeah. Racing weather brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, everybody. 931 American Pacific, Suite 106 on the Las Vegas Henderson line right there. Stop in and see Daylan and the crew if you wanted more information and get catering set up. Log on to the worldwide website at wfsandwiches.com. Scratch pretty much just about two of them for this weekend, man. That's it. NASCAR 2025 season ends in Phoenix this weekend with the triple header down there. Going to be great racing weather. Temperatures are going to be up in the upper 80s with sunny skies, dipping down to the low 60s for the nighttime campers in Phoenix. F1 is off this week. The NOS Energy Series is off. NHRA, 2 races left, like I said, man, before. Las Vegas this weekend, Sonoma coming up. Sunny skies here in Las Vegas for everybody. Daytime highs in the low 80s, dropping down to the mid-50s in the nighttime for the campers at the Strip. And once again, the American Beer Modified Series, they're off until next weekend, too. Scratch has a look at race and weather. It's brought to you by our good friends at Woods Family Sandwiches, 931 American Pacific, Suite 106, right there on the Las Vegas Henderson line, catering at wfsandwiches.com. Buddy, take us around the track, and where is everybody racing? Not too much. It's all getting wrapped up, but tell us where everybody's at, man.
All righty. Well, we're going to start with New Smyrna. Doesn't have anything going on until next weekend, the 8th. That's the War on I-4. You can go to newsmyrnaspeedway.org for more info about that. Same with Volusia. They don't have another race again here until November 15th. It'll be the prelude to the Ruderman, which is the 12th annual Emil and Dale Ruderman Memorial racing. So that'll be going on the following weekend. So that's what's going on here locally. Not a whole lot, basically. But Around the Track is brought to you by our partners at the Downtown Grand Hotel Casino in the heart of downtown Las Vegas. 855-384-7263. You can see them online, downtowngrand.com, to book your getaway. Do it now. The Downtown Grand Hotel Casino is the official hotel of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame and on pit road racing. You got the Monster Energy Supercross Series. They're going to kick off their 2026 season opener January 10th at Anaheim, California. The Progressive Flat Track Series will kick off their season opener here during Bike Week at the Daytona International Speedway. East Coast Speedway Motorcycle Racing, that series is finished for 2025. We got no more future info on that yet, but we'll let you know as soon as they come out with it. West Coast Speedway Racing, Industry Hills, that series is finished for 2025. We'll let you know again when we get the info when they're going to start back up in the future. F1, November 7th, 8th, 9th, Grand Prix of Brazil. F1 returns back to Las Vegas November 20th and 22nd. That is coming up, so you know they're already building the track out there for that. IndyCar 2026, it kicks off with the GP March 1st on the streets of St. Petersburg. So that's going to be cool. You get a little Craftsman truck race that weekend too, man. They're going to race on the streets for the first time. That'll be fun. NHRA, they got 2 races left in 2025 this weekend at the Strip in Las Vegas at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And the high limits season is finished for 2025, and we're waiting on the opening date for that as well for 2026. NASA Energy Series, November 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. American Beer Modified Series will be back in action November 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Craftsman Truck Series, the Craftsman Truck Series Championship. It is at Phoenix this weekend, tomorrow night, 7:30. A champion will be crowned, as well as in the Xfinity Series for the Xfinity Series Championship race in Phoenix. That will be Saturday at 7:30 p.m. The Cup Series, it'll take place Saturday or Sunday at 3 p.m., and we're going to get a champion in all 3 of NASCAR's top classes. Alan, that is a look around the track, my friend, brought to you by the Downtown Grand Hotel Casino, 206 North 3rd Street, Las Vegas at downtown Las Vegas, 855-384-7263. Check them out online, downtowngrand.com, to book your getaway. The Downtown Grand Hotel Casino is the official hotel of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame and our show here on Pit Road Racing.
Thank you, Skratch. Real quickly, you already mentioned the NHRA here at the Strip. Real quickly, follow up November 6th, 7th, and 8th here in Las Vegas. I got to make a correction. Always the open wheel showdown and the duel in the desert has always been held at the dirt track. Well, apparently this year it is not. They moved it to the bull ring. So November 6th, 7th, and 8th, the open wheel showdown, 3 nights of big racing, wrapping up at the bull ring season. And then we'll wrap it up, like you said, November 20th, 21st, and 22nd. F1 returns. And you're right, Skratch. They're building the track. It's tearing it up. The locals are pissed. Everybody's upset. Yeah. And all I got to say about that thing was, it's a great event. It was cool to have it on the Strip. Now let's get it together. Let's build them a permanent facility. I think we need to build a permanent facility there that we can not only race F1, we could bring IndyCar back here. We could bring IMSA back here. We could do a lot of stuff with it, make the track accessible for all 3 series, long enough, wide enough, proper pit entrances, things like that. And it was cool. Do the burnouts. You can do burnouts on the Strip and do that like they did with NASCAR. Bring a couple of the F1 cars down there, let them sizzle them up and all that. But I think to make the event really good, it was fine on the Strip. It's done and over with it. Let's build a permanent facility for it. We've got plenty of transportation here, limos, Ubers, helicopters. We got
plenty of desert space to build it.
Yeah, plenty of desert space up right north of the Speedway. Build it right next north of the Speedway. They have no problem getting people out to the racetracks out there. You know this, the EDC show, the electronic dance show. We're talking 300,000 people that come for that thing for the weekend, and they move people around like it's no problem.
No problem.
That's what they need to do. All right.
No problem. I am not, and depending on which way you go to get out to the Speedway for NASCAR races, you can run across traffic. But I can tell you the local way, man, barely ever had a problem considering so many people out there for that race. So yeah, there's they definitely get them in and out of there, man. Vegas does stuff top notch.
There you go. All right. Standing by for us in Charlotte, North Carolina, Austin Thompson, pro legend driver, man. He was just here in Vegas. He's going to tell us about running the bull ring if he's never been here before. He's going to give us an all direction about his racing career. Skratch, take us with a break. When we come back, our special guest, Austin Thompson, joins us. Take us to break, buddy.
All right, well, we got Austin Thompson coming up, and we got Alan Michaels out there in Las Vegas. I am Skratch with a K right here on the beach course in Daytona, literally just steps away from the beach. We'll be back with more Pit Road Racing.
At Hammered Harry's, we're not like other restaurants.
What the hell do you want?
We're service with an attitude.
There's your food. Don't ask me for anything else.
Dishing out great food, strong drinks, weekly events, and a hefty serving of sass. Only at Hammered Harry's.
Out there for you guys up on a Thursday afternoon. Coming up just about 3:15 here on the West Coast, 6:15 on the East Coast on Pit Road Racing, live from Las Vegas and from Daytona Beach, Florida, and also from North Carolina today too. Real quickly, Skratch, before we get to our special guest, just got a message. Want to let everybody know, man, Diane is doing really, really well. She we just got notice yesterday, Skratch, that Diane is now off of dialysis. Okay, she is free off of it, multiple weeks on this thing, 3 times a week doing it. We just got that on Monday. They're going to take the portal off and looking good. So there you go. Just want to let everybody know she's online and she'll join us next week. Hey, Skratch, move a little bit to your more of your right side. Yeah, there, right there. There you go. Right there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, he was just out here in Las Vegas last week running the Legend cars. Our good friend Pat Beatty gave me a call, and we tried to get him hooked up and scheduling and practice and qualifying, and he had lunchtime, and he did have a break, and I was not going to interrupt his lunch getting eaten because I know how race it is, man. When you get a chance to swallow a sandwich and a Pepsi or a Mountain Dew, you take the opportunity to do it. So anyhow, our good friend Mr. Austin Thompson's live from his shop back in North Carolina. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing today, buddy?
Good. I appreciate the opportunity to have come on here with you guys.
Yeah. Well, Skratch, you know the first question. Go ahead and ask it for me, man. Do it.
All right. So, how did you get your start in racing? Like, where did you start, and what was the journey to get to where you're at today?
I started when I was 6 years old. I started racing quarter midgets in Salisbury at a track that Bobby Labonte built. Nice. We didn't have any type of quarter midget racing, asphalt racing out here, really in the state. And about that time, my parents had experimented with the idea of getting me into racing. And it's predominantly dirt go-kart racing for the most part in this region, in this part of the state specifically. Too young to race bandoleros or anything like that, so you had to start somewhere. And Bobby built a first-class facility out in Salisbury, North Carolina, which is, I would say, roughly 30 minutes from where I grew up. So took it on full turn. Did multiple years of that. Went through the ranks, traveled the United States. I'm very fortunate to be able to start young and learn from some of the best. Fortunately, I was able to race against Ryan Blaney and a lot of guys same age. Ryan's shop was a couple miles from the facility, so every week we were there, he was there.
Wow. And then what was the next move after that? After that, you're off to the bandoleros and everything else. So is that your next step up?
From there, I opted into a Pro Challenge truck, which was Uprising Series Southeast. They ran cars and trucks together.
Okay.
Got tied in with Kyle B. Racing, Pat's son,
right,
at a young age, about the age of 12. Only did a year of that and then got right into Legends. And that was really where my career really started firing off. I was able to get mentored by Kyle at a very young age. So got to learn, got to get the ropes taught 12 or 13 years old from Kyle.
There you go. Now, let me ask you this, man. We have a lot of people on. I mean, you're in the shop. Are you one of those guys now that you're down in the shop, on off race weekends? You're there working on a car, you turning wrenches, busting knuckles, bleeding a little bit here and there and getting it done? Or are you just one of those guys that you're the driver, you come to the track, you do what you're told to do, and that's it? How does that work for you?
Yeah, my parents always told me I had 2 rules in life. One rule was stay on the AB honor roll growing up, and the second rule was for every bolt that was turned on the race car, I was going to be a part of that process, and not only learn the ropes of driving the race car, but working on it. So that's truly just as much passion as for working on it as I have for racing. I think that truly some of the best drivers in the world separate themselves because they know what does what on a race car, and they're able to work on it themselves. I give a lot of props to Kyle Busch. His skills and his mechanical skills are far underrated because a lot of people don't know, but he can probably go to the racetrack completely by himself and race at the highest levels in short track racing, from the simple fact that he can steer it right and he can work on it with the best of them.
Skratch got a question.
I was just going to make a statement first. I do have a question, but man, that's what we like here in On Pit Road Racing. I'll tell you, Alan and I both are just, we love to hear the drivers that we interview talk about turning the wrenches too, man. It's part of it. I mean, and you gave the best reason why. I mean, if you know every bolt and the way the car works, it's going to make it a lot easier for you as a driver than if you don't know what the hell's going on, I would imagine. So,
sure.
Yeah. So he mentioned that you were in Vegas last week, but what he didn't mention is, didn't you get a pro heat race win last week while you were there?
Yeah, we did. We were fortunate enough to qualify third. Felt like that was actually a little bit of a missed effort. We felt like we had a lot more in the tank past third. I was fortunate to actually race at the Bull Ring 2 years ago. For the same INEX national event, and we qualified on the pole and won a heat race there and led up to the last 5 laps of that national. We qualified third this time around and won our heat race, and unfortunately had a mechanical problem outside of our control that prevented us from starting third. We actually went to the back pretty early, and we made it from 28th to 9th in 11 laps, and then was in an on-track incident which prevented us from finishing, but still had very promising results, even starting 30th.
For somebody that's covered the Bull Ring for the last 12, 13 years out of the 15, just about 13 years, and somebody that was a track announcer out there for a season and a half, I can tell you one thing. To start tail into the field in a field of 28 at the Bull Ring in a legend car and make it up to 9th in 11 laps, that's driving right there, buddies. That is driving right there. And you're going to tell me, Austin, the Bull Ring ain't no joke, man. I mean, there's a lot of, you're in North Carolina. I've been to Hickory. I've been to the Madhouse. I've been up to South Boston. I've been down in Kannapolis, Concord, and your all's area there. But you got to admit, buddy, that Bull Ring out here ain't no joke.
It's not at all. We look forward to getting the opportunity to race out there. The track's fantastic, great facility, treats us well, and the racing is first class. It's one of the hardest to get around.
You know what? Of course, if you've all the Bushes, they cut their teeth there. Both actually, they started up in a little place north of here in Pahrump on a dirt track, but eventually Kurt was the one that really got him started off because of the Chris Trickle incident and everything else that happened out here. And then Kyle fell in, right behind it, but they cut their teeth out on that track and Bandoleros, or not Bandoleros, but legend cars, and then eventually over to the super late model series and then into the tour series. But there's been a lot of great drivers, but yeah. It was Thomas Amasuto from Koch Family Racing. He ran an ARCA car out there that week too, and he told me, he said, "Man, I've ran Bristol before," and he goes, "You talk about breathing." He said that Bull Ring is something. He said trying to catch your breath around that thing is something else. He said it's a neat. Skratch, got another question for him, buddy?
Well, every time I see legend cars, okay, and forgive me that I don't know much about legend cars, so that's gonna be what my question is, but every time I see legend cars, I always think of dwarf cars too, because of the style. My stepdad, back when I was a little bit younger, a lot younger probably, used to race dwarf cars, which were cool. They ran on motorcycle engines. They had those old school body styles, and so I'm attracted to legend cars because of the old school body styles and like that. But you want to tell us what is a legend car? What is it? What's it?
Legend car is a full tube chassis car. They're fully made from scratch, and Charlotte, North Carolina, U.S. Legend Cars International. They have fiberglass bodies. They weigh 1,200 pounds roughly. They have Yamaha MT-09 motors, which is a street bike motor, a 900 and some odd cc water-cooled motor. Just recently, we got updated to Hoosier tires. So pretty much, I mean, in a way, they're miniature late model cars at this point, I mean, for the most part.
But for people that don't know, you drive them towards more of the center of the car, right? I mean, it's not more to the left or to the right like a, normal. I guess if you want to look at it more like an Indy car or a Formula One, where you're more towards the center of the car than it is to the side. And answer this, Kyle Busch said this too. Kyle Busch and a number of drivers said, if you can master the Legend car, man, you can drive anything. Is it? You think this is true?
Absolutely. I was fortunate enough to race far past Legend cars. I raced pro late models, super late models, NASCAR wheel and modifieds. And when I was successful coming out of Legend cars with Kyle Beatty gave me my first opportunity to run a pro late model car at the time, which was with the Pass series, which was still down here in the South at the time. And our first event out, we were actually able to win. So I would say that predominantly, and I tell all the mentors I have and all the young up and coming drivers that I mentor specifically that once you are at an ability to successfully drive these cars at a high level and you win, it doesn't matter if you're, a younger kid in a young lines class or you're a pro. If you take the next step past Legend cars, you're going to be very, very successful. And I've seen that firsthand. It happens yearly. We have some of the best young lions go on to limited late models or super late models. And as soon as they step in, they're essentially ready to win. And it happens every year.
Well, Skratch, got a question?
So you mentioned you're in North Carolina, right? That's where you
Yes.
came up. So I would imagine where you're at, the most popular sport there is racing. Like it's a great place to be. I mean, because here in Daytona, we have Daytona International Speedway, we have Volusia Speedway Park, we have New Smyrna Speedway. There's Orlando Speed World down the road. We got a lot of stuff down here in Florida, which this is a great place to, take up racing as well. But I'd imagine it's probably really like thick with it where you're at.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it seems like even with the declining of new tracks being built, gosh, seems like we've got racetracks within an arm throwing distance of us everywhere. Racetracks are pretty predominant around here, and the competition is live and well. That's for sure.
How many times a year do you race?
That's kind of a loaded statement. The last 3 years, I haven't really raced at all. This year, I was lucky enough to build a new car from not racing at all. I raced 6 times going into the Nationals. Okay. So kind of an odd situation. I would say on average, if I were to run a full year, I would say most people's schedules lends 15 to 25, I would say is probably the average schedule for most racers in this area.
Right on.
You said you ran a super late model and ran the wheel and open modified series, which I used to see that at Martinsville and still to this day. That series, Skratch, that series there holds the quickest lap around Martinsville Speedway. Not the Cup cars, not the Xfinity, not the trucks, but those open wheel modifieds do. So doing all that and going back to Legends, is that just where you wanted to be? I mean, moving up to a super late model into a Legend car, you would think next step would be maybe for you an ARCA car off to the truck series and then climb the ladder, but you're happy with what you're at and you love the Legend series and that's just where you like to be. Put it this way. Matt Crafton had an opportunity to jump multiple times to multiple series, but he was always happy in the truck series. Is that the way it is for you, Austin?
Believe me, if I could have made it all the way, I would have. To me, ultimately, the raw reality of this sport is driven off of money. That's the unfortunate truth about the business we're in. And I got of age of 18 or 19 years old. And unfortunately, we didn't have enough funding year to year to make the next step. I feel that I was as gifted as anybody to be able to drive a race car, and we won against some of the best. But unfortunately, to take the next step, it just takes more money. And me and my parents had to sit down and had the unfortunate conversation that this is it. Then I went to college, and life took over, and now I run Legends because I do love it, and it's something that I can afford to do with a family, and I do enjoy it. We can take it. I tell people all the time, I run Legends because I can take the same car with the same set of rules and race it from North Carolina to New York to California and to Florida, and it doesn't matter.
There you go. Hey, that's a great honest answer. That really, really is. I mean, and there's a lot, and it comes down to it. I mean, now, and there's, Skratch, there's gentlemen like this out here that have so much talent, that really know what the hell they're doing with a race car. For sure. And the problem of it is they can't get a ride with Gibbs. They can't get a ride with Hendrick or whoever.
Every driver we've ever talked to, even all the way up to the NASCAR drivers that we've talked to, money is always in the conversation. Money is always in the conversation. And it's a shame that people, like Austin and other drivers that have plenty of talent, and it's money driven, man. Sport should be talent driven.
And it's even coming down to the developmental programs. Austin, if you hear me right on this one, the development programs, your family didn't have to put $25,000 up for you to get into a developmental program. You were chose to be in the developmental program. Those companies and those things that did that had sponsor money to support it. Now it's okay. Well, we'll let you in the blah 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 racing development program, but you got to bring at least $15,000-$25,000 in this, or even more money, even more, to get into a development program. So I mean, there is what is it does it pisses me off to the point that this sport has gotten so money driven that there's such great talent out there in North Carolina, in Florida, in California. It makes no difference.
There's definitely a lot. There's less talented drivers racing.
Oh, yeah.
That we're watching on TV than other people that aren't getting the shot, for sure.
I've watched some of his video. I've seen some of your YouTube videos. So it's not like I'm not prepared here, okay? And I'm willing to right now that if this guy right here had the sponsorship and had the money, if we put him in a truck right now, guaranteed he'd do well. He'd do well. First year out, okay. First year freshman season, you never know what's going to happen. But I'm telling you right now, this gentleman, and he's one of many that we've had on this show that it just, pisses me off. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut loose there, buddy. But I appreciate you local guys so much, because I was brought up and raised in North Carolina too, man, in Winston-Salem. Buddy, the Madhouse was a Saturday night staple. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You go to Skratch, when we go there, you're going to go to Pluman's Hot Dogs. You're going to get the gigantic foot-long hot dogs with sauce and onions. And we're going to get there. We're going to get an ice-cold beer. And we're going to chow these hot dogs. And you're going to watch 20,000 people. There's so many people, they got to spray them down with oil to get them in this place.
Man, you had me at hot dogs.
Yeah.
I actually grew up about 10 minutes from Bowman Gray. It's quite the staple, quite the local staple. Everybody that you talk to that finds out you race, that's the very first question.
Wait a second, 10 minutes away. Where you brought raced up at?
High Point.
Oh, okay. You're just right down the road. Okay. All right. High Point. You're in High Point, North Carolina. Okay. Yeah. 10 minutes. 10 minutes straight down the road. On the other side of that, what you had, Kernersville and oh my goodness. Welcome, North Carolina. Lexington.
Yeah.
Sheriff Gerald.
Where I'm current
you remember
now.
Sheriff Gerald Hagee, don't you, bud? You remember Gerald Hagee?
For sure.
He's the guy Skratch that put people in tents and made them wear pink jumpsuits, man. No TV, no this, no that, buddy. If you're going to jail, you're going to feel what jail's all about.
I'm surprised they ain't made a movie about that guy yet.
I think they did. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
That's so wild. He's from High Point, North Carolina. That's so cool. Great. So this is it. I mean, are we done for the season for you? What's up? What's up in line, and what's your 2026 plans? You got any in line right now?
Next up, we have the North-South Shootout, big modified show at Caraway Speedway. Next weekend, it's 1,000 to win Legends. That's my home track. I won 2 track championships there back when I was growing up, and home track for me currently. I don't live but 20 minutes from there, and anytime we get to run with the tour mods, I try to jump out there. It's always a great show. The North-South Shootout, it's always a big event. It's actually one race I never won as a legend car driver, so it's something I'm still chasing. One year I had the best chance growing up. Me and Kyle Beatty and William Byron duked it out with the best of them. And
wow.
William was able to get me and Kyle. So still something I'm chasing. And then we have the Thanksgiving Classic at Southern National Motorsports Park. And then that is it for this year.
That's it for this year. All right, real quickly. I'm going to get my pen out here because we're going to keep up in touch with you. I'm going to send you a text here. All right. Here we go, boys. Pick the winner and who's the truck champion, Austin?
Truck champion. If I'm being honest, I don't know who's down. I don't know who's got the last 4.
Well, the last 4 here. Hold on a second. You think of that. Here, I'll get down to that.
Make it multiple choice, Alan.
Make it multiple choice for him. All right.
For all of us.
All right, here you go. Here's your choices. You got Corey Helm or Heim, Ty Majeski, or Tyler Akram, or Caden Honeycutt. Those are your top 4. The missed the field was Lane Riggs, Rajah Caruth, Grant Enfinger, and Daniel Henry. So your choices: Helm, Majeski, Tyler Akram, or Caden Honeycutt. Who you pick?
I'm not betting against Corey Heim.
Okay. All right. I think everybody's on that. I was so worried that something screwy was going to happen in his last races and he was going to get screwed for the year. All right. Xfinity. Here's your choice, my friend. You get Connor Zillich, Carson Quaffle, Justin Allgaier, or Jesse Love.
I'm going to go for a local guy and say Carson Quaffle.
Carson? Oh, okay. All right. Let's take it down to the Cup, my friend. You got Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, or Young Money Kyle Larson.
I'm going to go Byron.
All right. Skratch, who you picking? Trucks.
Man, it's hard to go against Corey High, but I wouldn't mind seeing Caden Honeycutt based on his switching over and filling in and all, but I mean, Corey Heim, he's right.
All right, okay,
that's
all right.
Him. I mean, it's all he does is win.
All right. Austin's we got Austin's picks. Okay, Skratch, you're taking Corey, so you're going to stay with him. Who are you going with in Xfinity?
It'd be a shame if it wasn't Connor Zillich, I think.
Okay,
I think it'd be a shame, really, if it wasn't him. If it wasn't him, their point system's messed up. But it all depends on what he does, in Phoenix. That's the sad part. But yeah, I don't know. There you go. That's
all right. All right. How about the Cup? Who are you taking in the Cup?
Gosh, man, I'm not excited about anybody really. I think any of them could do it. I don't know, man. I want to say Kyle Larson. I'm going to say Kyle Larson.
You're gonna go for Young Money. All right. Yep. All right. Since you guys all did that, here's what I'm going to do. I'm taking. I believe this too. I think there's something magical. I'm taking Caden Honeycutt. Oh. I'm taking Caden Honeycutt in the truck series.
I couldn't pull the trigger on it.
Yep, I'm taking Caden Honeycutt in the truck. I think something magical is going to happen here. It would be a shame. It would be a shame if Connor Zillich lost, considering both him and Hine had the seasons. Am I right, Austin? It'd be a shame.
Absolutely.
After that season, yeah.
But I got a sneaky feeling. I got something sneaky feeling happening. I have this feeling. I think Jesse Love's going to get very, very aggressive. I'm going to pick Jesse Love to win it. Car number 2. And in the Cup Series, oh, God.
It's funny because in the Xfinity Series, I like all 4 of those drivers. And in the Cup Series, I really don't like those 4 drivers.
I'll tell you this. I'd like to see Chase Briscoe win it, just because he's not had the big national spotlight. He's not had the big ump in behind him. But I do believe in the long run, this is Denny Hamlin's to win, and it's also Denny Hamlin's to lose. So I'm going to go with the number 11. And I will say this. I think if he wins it, next year will be the grand finale tour. And depending on how court works out here in December, Denny will return as a full co-owner of 2311. I think that's how this plays out, because NASCAR is going to have to settle. They have to settle. That's it. Austin, we got your picks, buddy. So you know what? If you've got about 10 minutes next week, I'm going to send you an invitation. If you got about 10 minutes, I want to invite you to come back, and we're going to discuss how. Will that work?
We can discuss how wrong all 3 of us were this week.
Yeah, right. We all missed it.
We'll find out.
We all missed.
Let's do that. I think that'll be really good. And I guess before we go, all right. Do you follow the NHRA any?
Not hardly. Round track only for me.
Round track only for you. Okay. You like open wheel? How about F1? Let me see. Who do you think? If you follow F1, who do you think? Because you don't notice this. The points. Oscar was smoking them at first, but it ain't like that no more, because there's a new point leader in F1 this week. So that's not okay. We'll just say to the circle tracks, we'll just leave it at that. Next, I'll send you an invitation next week. We'll come on and we'll discuss that.
You got it.
We like fenders.
Yeah, we like fenders. I like being. Hey, before I let you go, man, we already got your schedule out there. Where can they find you social media wise? If they'd like to join you, help you out with sponsorships or anything like that, how can they get in touch with you, Austin?
They can get in touch with me through my email at thompson51197@gmail.com or Facebook, Austin Thompson. Reach out any way you want to. Really.
There you go.
I'll reply back with anything you got.
I want to help this guy. We got to get him some money for 2026. And help him out. Championship times.
That would be awesome.
I like this. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. We'll see you. I'm going to give you a shout. We'll come back next week and we'll talk about how this all ends up. Okay.
You got it. I appreciate the opportunity.
Anytime, my friend. Skratch, I'm going to tell you what, take us to break, brother. When we come back, we'll get everybody caught up with racing news, headlines, and updates. How about?
Well, thank you, Austin, for joining us. And that is Alan Michaels right there. He is in Las Vegas. I am Skratch with a K right here in Daytona Beach. We'll be back with more on Pit Road Racing.
Jerry B here up in Sacramento, Union Gospel Mission, giving out some shoes to the homeless here. A lot of smiling faces. We got one deal. We give you a pair of shoes. You got to give us a smirk and a photo. And this is the mission of the Hot Shoe Hall of Fame, which is a non-profit organization based out of Las Vegas, started by Gene Woods. We're trying to do good things and fill little holes in people's lives the best we can. And today we're up in Sacramento, just doing the best we can. Thanks for supporting us.
Are you ready for the wildest ride on Fremont Street? The Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience. 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171 on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. Open 7 days a week, noon until midnight. Strap yourself in, pull your safety belts tight, and feel the power and the speed at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, downtown Las Vegas, Fremont Street, 450 Fremont Street, suite number 171, right on the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Fremont Street. What are you waiting for? Log on, get your tickets now. It's time to go racing at the Gene Woods Racing Indoor Go-Kart Track Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Looking good out there for you, man, on a Thursday afternoon, 3:45 here up on the West Coast, 6:45 on the East Coast. Alan Michaels here at Main Control, WCOB in Las Vegas. Skratch with the K at the Nutshack Studios down in Daytona Beach, Florida, home of the World Center of Racing out there, man. Great tracks, great all kinds. Get down there and enjoy it. Definitely. Hey, real quickly, Skratch, before I get back into it, need to let you know, party season is here, and the Gene Woods Racing Experience can hook you up if you've got a corporate party or a corporate event out there. Give us a shout at 702-270-8100 anytime Monday through Saturday from noon to 6 p.m. And our people will be more than happy to hook you up, and we can provide up to 75 people. Actually, I can do 100 here. We have to set a bunch of tables and stuff up, but we can do that for you. 100 people come in, have go-kart racing and drifting. We offer catering here. Our good friends at Hammer and Harry's do a great taco bar. Got great sports food. Evil Pie for pizza, and Woods Family Sandwiches if you want catering for delis and pinwheels and sandwiches and things like that. Give us a shout real quickly, 702-270-8100 if you'd like to book an event out here. In fact, I got just had 66 people from the A1 electrical and mechanical place here, Gene, or Skratch. 66 of them here. 4 hours. They rented the track 4 hours, had a big taco party, had a great time.
Seems like a good time. It's definitely a good place for it.
Got the Guide Dogs of America coming in on November 11th. It's going to be, we've had them for 3 years. 4 years, this will be the fourth year in a row we've had them. They come in and they do this, they raise money, and they bring, the place is full of guide dogs, man. I mean, we're talking beautiful labs and golden retrievers. I mean, it's crazy. I love it. They'll be here with us. Got a couple of events scheduled for December.
Well, that's a great place for it.
What do you think of Austin? Good kid, isn't he? Huh?
Yeah, I like him. I'd love to see the legend cars run. It's funny. I guess I never knew that legend cars did run on motorcycle engines as well.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't. I'm just saying I never knew that. That's why I specifically wanted to ask what the difference. I know about dwarf cars. You know what I mean? But they're just a smaller. They're a smaller version that runs on less of a CC. I believe, if I'm right, than the legend cars. But I just didn't realize that about legend cars. I've watched legend racing and still had no idea what the car itself was about. So I'm glad I got to ask him about that. That was very informative.
Got a message from Pat Beatty who wants us to come to Tulsa. First week in January for the shootout there. Carter's going to be racing 4 different classes in the 600 micros. We'll say hi to Becky out there today. Kevin Terrell logging on. Of course, Kevin helps out with the Legend Cars series here in Las Vegas.
I know Kevin.
You guys all aboard. Yeah, good. A lot of people logging on today. Like that. Good stuff. I got my Red Bull. You got your Red Bull today, buddy?
I don't. I meant to go get one before, because I live next door to a 7-Eleven. So I meant to get one before we went on the air.
I'm buying them by the 20-pack now, buddy.
They always have the deal like 3 for or 2 for, and I'm always 2 for or 3 for.
I found a deal you can get 20 of them, and it's a hell of a deal, especially for downtown Las Vegas at Walgreens. You get 20 of them for $21. So they're like $1.05 a can, $1.06 a can.
What?
Yeah, seriously. You want me to buy you a couple of them and ship them down to you?
You're going to start shipping me cases of. I'll send the bandit out there to smuggle it across the state. The
well, next year we got Red Bull coming on next year, so we're gonna have plenty of Red Bull to drink next year. We got Red Bull coming on next year.
I'm gonna have to
real happy to work. Yeah, they're really looking forward. They were going to come on towards the tail end, and then I said, why don't we just wait and let's do a whole season with them, because they're going to be part of the F1 thing because of and now Red Bull's also back in working with NASCAR again too. So I think it'll be a good.
I'm about to let them know they need to stock me up with some of that special summer white peach edition.
I'm not. Listen, man. I've been. Let me get her spin around. So I like to do the people Red Bull nice. I've just been the traditional can right there. I've been the traditional guy.
Well, I like the traditional, but only with my Jägermeister. And now that I don't drink Jägermeister too much, I don't drink the Red Bull.
Well, I had to lay off that stuff a long time ago.
I probably haven't had a shot of Jaeger since Vegas. Okay, that wouldn't be true, but it's been a while.
Okay, Let's reel her back in. How about we talk a little bit of dirt racing? We'll go dirt racing, and let's do that. And I think I threw in a little update from the F1 too. I don't think I threw it in on tag, but if you'll get us started with dirt racing, we'll get her going.
Sure. This is racing news from the dirt right here. And this segment is brought to you by that beautiful facility we've just been talking about, the Gene Woods Racing Experience at 450 Fremont Street in Las Vegas. It's the only true indoor drift track. GoKartsLasVegas.com. Spell karts with a K, just like you do my name. And you can call them at 702-270-8100. NOS Energy Drink Series back in action with 4 races left in the 2025 campaign. The series winds up in Charlotte, I don't know why I said North Carolina, with a 4-night stand on the dirt track. Here's a look at your point standings. Alan?
You got it. David Gravel up on top. Michael Caulfield is 138 back. Carson Macedo at 298 back there for you, Skratch. That's what we got right there, buddy.
Yeah, the World of Outlaws Real American Beer Series is on its final break before the season finale. And, Alan, you have the latest point standings in that as well.
Bobby Pierce stands up on top with Nick Hoffman 124 back and Ryan Gustin back at 308. Going to be tight 4 nights of racing. That's it for these guys coming up next weekend. So you get the NOS Energy Series and the American Bill. Wrap it up 4 nights at Charlotte at the dirt track, Skratch. So that should be that racing news from the dirt segment brought to you by our good friends at the Gene Woods Racing Experience, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. The only true indoor drift track out there for you. You got it? Skratch, if you wouldn't mind, I think I sent it over to you. A little bit of F1 report out there, so can we take care of that? And then
sure, this segment is brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, you can phone them up at 678-381-8527, AtlantaMotorsportsPark.com. Atlanta Motorsports Park is the country club of motorsports. You want to let them know what's up with the F1?
Yeah, F1 was back in action at the here in the U.S. as the Circuits of America in Austin, Texas. Here's your look at your results, and man, I'm just telling you, Lando Norris and the McLaren, man, out top to Charles Leclerc and the Ferrari, and Max V bringing up the final podium position in the Red Bull. But as I said, and I've been saying this for the last 3 weeks, Oscar Piastri is not done and over with, because right now, as we stand, going into Brazil, Lando Norris has now taken the points championship, 357. Oscar's back 356, and Max B is on the move, Skratch, at 327. This is going to be a duel and a battle down to Dubai, buddy. This is not over, and they're back here. They're back in the United States here in a couple of weeks in Vegas. This is not over at all, buddy. This is not Oscar's race.
Yeah, if you're an F1 fan, you got yourself quite the battle going on right now. Take it down to the end. It should be amazing. It looks like it's going to be. I'm kind of vested in it as well now, just from reporting on it every week and just watching what's going on. It's really a battle. So if you're an F1 fan, you got some fun coming up the next few weeks for sure. Yeah, right? You want to comment?
No, go ahead. You're right. Go for it. We got fun.
All right. This segment brought to you by our partners at the Atlanta Motorsports Park. For more information, you can call them 678-381-8527, AtlantaMotorsportsPark.com if you want to check them out on the web. Atlanta Motorsports Park is the country club of motorsports.
Going to be definitely good. Like I said, I like Vegas to keep going with this thing. I just think they need to build a permanent facility for it. I just think the strip thing was a cool thing to do, but it's too much time, too much setup, too much confusion.
And that's and that's what people that live there say. And being that I've lived there, I understand that. But as a person that does not live there, racing on the Las Vegas Strip, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is really cool. It is cool. I mean, I got to admit, it is cool. The only bad thing about it is the damn thing don't start till about 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, like I said, I can see both sides of it, because I've lived there, and when they've had the Rock and Roll Marathon, not being able to cross over the street, and that's just that. You're talking about all the months and this and that and the other thing you guys got to go through. It's different, but I see both sides of it because I don't deal with that, and so I sit back here and go, man, racing on the Vegas Strip, that's amazing.
But see, what a lot of people don't understand too is not only you got that F1 event, see, and they started working on this thing like 2.5, almost 3 weeks ago. Sure. So it takes them 4, 5, 6 weeks to set the thing up, about a month or two. But at the same time, You got ice hockey going. You got the NHL going on at T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah.
That's on the Strip too,
Yep.
right next in the New York, and the Park Hotel, and used to be the old Monte Carlo.
Sure.
You got football going on and concerts going on over at T-Mobile Arena. Okay, you got that MGM Grand's got stuff going on. Mandalay Bay Event Center's always got a show or a concert going on over there. Then you got the football team, and they got games over there. They got games over there. You got college football because UNLV plays there now. They don't play.
Look, traffic, but without screwing up traffic isn't the best out there as it is.
No, and it just messes it up. All right. Before we get to the NASCAR stuff, let's do a little NHRA. Then I'm going to turn it over for you to let you do all the NASCAR stuff, and we still got chat to do. How about it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Time for a look at the NHRA, as Alan mentioned, and this segment is brought to you by Hammered Harry's. Good food, fun times, service with an attitude, and home of the $5 Margarita, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. Alan?
Yeah, and they got a mango one over there. It's pretty tasty.
Oh, that
good.
seems like one I might want.
Hey, man, they're in town this weekend. 2 left events of the 2025 season. Mission Foods NHRA drag racing schedule. Doug Coletta and Coletta Air Team man leads Justin Haley by 141 points. Austin Prock over Matt Hagan by 112. In funny car,
Matt Hagan. Sorry,
yeah, Dallas Glenn leads Anderson by 60. And new points leader Richard Gadsden leads Gage Herrera, former champion, by 72. Going to be war this weekend. I'm just telling you right here and now, this is going to be war. I mean, the way it is set up, I think that it's all going to come down to Panoma for the championship runs. But if things could just, we could get some sleeper stuff in here that could really mess this points thing up. I think Tony's ran well here. He's ran well here in that Top Fuel and his alcohol dragster. Man, we already know Matt Hagan loves it out here. He's won 3 or 4 times out here.
He mentioned last week that he's won out there a lot. So I mean, that's a close enough points differential that something could change there, maybe.
Austin Prock needs a bad weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And Pro Stock is wide open. I mean, this is down. I mean, this is down to Glenn and Anderson, and who knows right now. Gladson has just had a great year. I mean, last 2 years, what have we been saying? Gage Herrera every week. So it's going to be something.
He's just in second.
I'll tell you what, you get ready. Give us out of the segment, and we're going to get you to do some NASCAR stuff for us and get us all caught up with what's NASCAR. How about it?
Yes, sir. This segment brought to you by Hammered Harry's. Good food, fun times, service with an attitude, and home of the $5 Margarita, 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah, you got it. Hey, we're going to do some NASCAR updates. Skratch has got all the latest winners, losers, and all the point standings. Who's making all the final cuts? Segment brought to you by our good friends at the America Racing Showplace. That's Las Vegas Motor Speedway, everybody. Tickets are on sale right now for both 2026 events for the Pennzoil 400 and the renewed contract for the South Point 400. Want to get your tickets for camping, seats, and everything else? LBMS.com. Skratch, take us to NASCAR, buddy. Tell us everything that happened in Martinsville and where we stand.
All right, this segment will be brought to you by America's Racing Showplace, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. If you want tickets for the 2026 races, they are on sale now at lvms.com. The Craftsman Truck Series. Last week, Martinsville, Corey Heim, he won the Slim Jim 200. It was his 22nd victory in 88 Craftsman Truck Series races, and it's his 11th victory and 20th top 10 finish of 2025. It's his second victory and 5th top 10 finish in 6 races at Martinsville. Caden Honeycutt, he finished second. The guy that Alan picked as the spoiler for the. I like that too. I like that. Caden Honeycutt finished second. He posted his second top 10 finish in 6 races at Martinsville. Lane Riggs was third. Posted his second top 10 finish in 4 races at Martinsville. Giovanni Regario. Don't worry, I know that's not really his name. That's not it. It's Ruggiero or something like that. Anyway, 11th was the highest finishing rookie. And Corey Heim leads the point standings by 97 over Tyler Ankrum. They will reset the driver point standings. is Corey Heim, Ty Majeski, Tyler Ankrum, Caden Honeycutt, Lane Riggs, Rajah Cruz, Grant Enfinger, Daniel Hemrick did not make it. The point standings after Martinsville as they go into the rest is Corey Heim, Caden Honeycutt, Ty Majeski, Tyler Ankrum. Whoever is the best out of those four this week will be your champion. Race facts out of the Xfinity Series last week. Taylor Gray won the IAA and Ritchie Brothers 250, his first victory in 45 Xfinity Series races. It's his first victory and 14th top finish of this year, his first victory and first top 10 finish in 3 races at Martinsville. Sammy Smith, he finished second, posting his 6th top 10 finish in 7 races at Martinsville, and it's his 17th top 10 finish in 2025. Brandon Jones finished third. Taylor Gray, he was the highest finishing rookie. Connor Zilich, Carson Guapel, Justin Allgaier, 3 junior motorsports cars versus 1 Jesse Love in the RCR car right there. They will be your final 4 competing for the championship in your Xfinity Series this weekend in Phoenix. William Byron, he took the Cup Series and got in with his 16th victory in 287 Cup Series races. This is his 3rd victory and 16th top 10 finish in 2025, his 3rd victory and 9th top 10 finish in 16 races at Martinsville. Ryan Blaney, he didn't get in. He finished 2nd, though. He had a good run that day. Chase Elliott was 3rd. Shane Van Gisbergen was the highest finishing rookie. He's starting to get the hang of these circle tracks. 14th was his finish, and Kyle Larson leads the points. Right now, here is a look at your reseeded Final 4 with Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Kyle Larson. And the guys that didn't make it were Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and Chase Elliott. A couple of those guys I'd have rather seen get in than a couple of the other ones. But you got 2 Hendricks cars versus 2 Gibbs cars.
Yeah. Well,
Yep. This segment brought to you by Las Vegas Motor Speedway, LVMS.com, where this weekend you have the NHRA out there.
Yeah, we got that there.
This weekend, next weekend.
Got an NHRA this weekend, and then 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away, we got the Open Wheels Showdown at the Bull Ring, and then F1's right after that, and then that's it for us. We're done. We're done for the 2025 season. I don't know, man. I mean, I got to give. I've never been on the Denny Hamlin. You know what? I like Denny Hamlin's podcast too. I do like his podcast, and I like Kevin Harvick's. Kevin Harvick had a great interview with Kenny Wallace this week. Real good one. If you like it, catch it. But I just think this is Denny's to win or lose it, man. His team's got to perform well. The pit crew's got to perform well. But I really do think that this is. I think this is his. I stated it earlier. I think if he wins it, he does the finale tour next year, says his goodbyes, and he becomes an owner. And I think that would be a good thing for him.
I guess that's possible. That's a possible scenario. I can't imagine that if it becomes between me or him and somebody else, he's not going to move him. I'm sure that's going to happen. So if he's in contention, I'm sure that there's a pretty good chance.
Maybe I got to go over to the downtown Grand Hotel and Casino and ask him what the prop bet is. When and where will Denny Hamlin move somebody? 20 on that? What kind of odds?
I guarantee you he will move somebody for that.
2 to 1 is moving somebody.
He's moving somebody.
If it comes down to 3 to go, if it's coming down to 3 to go, and if he's not the lead car of the 4, if one of the other 3 are the lead and he's in second, no, he's dropping the hammer on it. He's going to drop the hammer. It'll happen.
Man.
I think with the field that you got right there, I think any one of them will drop the hammer.
I'd like to see something crazy happen, like Carson Guapel dump Denny Hamlin while he's leading for the win.
Oh, God.
I'd like to see. I mentioned that last week because, I don't see why. Not Guapel, Carson Hocevar. My bad. I would like to see Carson Hocevar going down like last couple laps and dump him for the win, and then he finishes 20th. Somebody else wins the championship, and Carson Osavar goes out a winner.
All right, wait a second. What do now here you want to throw the real monkey in the wrench type of thing here? You want to get everybody chit chatting and all this? 2 to go. 2 to go.
Yes, sir.
Bubba Wallace is in the lead.
Oh.
Denny's in second.
Oh,
Well,
no, I don't want that scenario.
I'm not done yet, okay? Denny's in second. Tyler Reddick is in third. And I'll give you one of them. Let's say William Byron fourth.
I'm going to give you a better one. Go ahead.
Okay. So now, 3 to go. 2 to go. White flag. Final lap sponsored by Credit One Bank, remember? Does he dump him or not? Does he dump the driver that he's paying?
Yes. Yes. Now let me back up for a second because I got a little better scenario.
Okay.
Denny Hamlin's in the lead.
Okay.
Bubba Wallace is in second. This is the one that gets everybody mad in the whole entire world.
Oh, no.
Bubba Wallace is in second. Denny Hamlin is in first. Whoever else can win the championship once this happens. There's 2 to go. And Denny Hamlin's and Bubba Wallace is like, hey, I ain't forgot. Boom. And wrecks him.
Payback?
Why
Payback
not?
at Phoenix? You pay the boss back, man?
Why not? Your boss was the one that said, as long as it was race car driver to race car driver and not driver to owner. You know what I mean? So
that's a scenario right there, boy.
I'm just saying. So now Bubba Wallace is like, hey, man, I'm getting my win back. Boom. Wrecks Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin doesn't get a championship. Bubba Wallace gets a win and then is like, well, I just drove you like you drove me.
Yeah. And somebody else wins the title.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll be so excited about that. We might have to do a special show like 5 minutes after the race.
Just after that?
Yeah, just because of that alone.
Just log on to the home computers and go, I told you so.
Let's do it. Yeah, it'll just be like, told you. Come on,
just
man.
So everybody knows, the views and opinions of this program are not expressed in anything from the WCOBM, our partners or sponsors or anything like that. Our views are totally between Skratch and I. So you don't try to sue this network or anything because we're just having.
I say dumb random stuff all the time.
I mean, if you want to throw it backwards, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Tyler Reddick in second. Denny's leading. Tyler Reddick's in second. He's worried about a job next year because so far he ain't got no charter.
Yeah.
So does he take the boss out knowing that he's out the door anyhow?
I'll tell you what. If he takes him out, then you knew he was on the way out the door already.
Yeah.
If Tyler Reddick takes out Denny Hamlin, then he was already on the way out.
Well, then in that case,
if he doesn't and he finishes second, then you'll know.
Everybody's been screaming and yelling that Kyle Busch wants out of his contract or wants out of Richard Childress. Well, if that would happen and Hedrick's out the door, well, that opens up that 23-11 shot right there for Kyle. Just saying. Yeah. I'm not saying that's what Kyle would do. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying everybody's talking about the Kyle might go to this. Well, we know the Spire deal's out the door because they've already taken care of that.
Yeah, Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, Daniel Suarez. Yeah. So that's all been done and taken care of. So
and his sponsor. So there's the money part, the money trail.
Yeah, there you go. Freeway Auto rolled right on with him.
Yeah, quick.
All right. Let's talk a little child tap because there's some really crazy stuff that's happening. I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. I mean, silly season has already started. It's crazy. Yeah, I think I'll let you start it off. You got the latest on Lane Riggs.
Yeah, he plans on returning to Front Row Motorsports in the number 34 F-150 in the Craftsman Truck Series. He just signed a multi-year contract extension with the organization. He's currently in second in full-time NASCAR Craftsman in his second full-time NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series season. The 23-year-old Bahama, North Carolina native has earned 3 wins, 3 poles, 12 top 5s, 15 top 10s this season. With this, Riggs made his first career playoff berth for the Truck Series, making it to the round of 8 and barely missing out on the championship 4 by 1 point. Colleague Racing added, I was wrong about one of them last week, but local boy from right here in New Smyrna, Daniel Dye and Justin Haley, they are going to be 2 more of the Ram 1500 drivers for Colleague Racing in 2026. That's going to be a fun time right there. It's going to make a welcome return under the Ram banner when the Ram comes out. Dye, who will compete in his first full season in the Xfinity Series with Colleague Racing in 2025 finale at the Phoenix Raceway, is eager to return to the Ram roots in 2026, a full circle moment that connects his past to his racing future. Making his return to Colleague Racing, his team he called home for 5 seasons, Justin Haley is also set to field one of the team's 5 Ram 1500 entries for the 2026 NASCAR Truck Series season. So
before you finish that off, I just wanted to, so now we got it settled. There are 5 trucks that Kellogg's going to throw in there, and I want to get it. So now we got Butterbean Queen. You got Daniel Dye and Haley, so 2 spots left. So we'll be on the lookout. Who's the 2 final spots? Go ahead with the Tricon, my friend.
Well, I was going to say Daniel Dye, Daniel Dye's dad, Randy Dye, also had a lot to do with helping get Dodge in there, as they own the Dodge dealership here around here. So they were instrumental in helping out with this whole process of getting Dodge back into the sport, from what I understand, what I've heard. So that's pretty cool. Of course, Daniel Dye is, again, local guy. Home track was right here at New Smyrna. So it's pretty neat to see this big news and his name attached to it. Tricon inks a multi-year extension with Toyota. I almost said Toyota like the hillbillies. Toyota. Tricon Garage is pleased to announce that it has signed a multi-year contract extension with Toyota, continue serving as its flagship NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series operation. The agreement comes ahead of Tricon's 3rd straight Championship 4 appearance at Phoenix Raceway with Toyota development driver Corey Heim. The combination secured its first manufacturers championship together after last Friday's event at Martinsville, Virginia Speedway, and its 14th time in Truck Series history that Toyota has captured the coveted crown. You got more on Toyota?
Yeah, man, they did that too. I mean, that's just unbelievable. 14 Truck Series manufacturer time, 14 time in history. Toyota has won the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Manufacturers Championship the 3rd time in 5 seasons. Toyota has captured and converted the title with 14 overall titles extended through Toyota's advantage of the truck history, through Toyota's series in the history. Toyota drivers and teams reached new heights during the 2025 season, visiting victory lane 13 times, as well as earning 37 top 5s, 58 top 10s. And Toyota drivers also accounted for 25 stage wins for the year. Real quick,
they also won several ARCA championships. I don't remember how many it was exactly, but I did a story on it not too long ago. But they've won several ARCA championships in a row too. So Toyota, good for racing.
Yeah, good for racing for him. Martinsville penalty. Sam Myers has been suspended for wrecking Jeb Burton on the cool-down lap at Martinsville. Skratch NASCAR announced on Tuesday that Haas factory team driver Sam Myers has been suspended for Saturday's Xfinity race and its championship race at Phoenix International Raceway. Of course, you can catch it 7:30 p.m. on the CW, MRN, and SiriusXM radio. We'll have the coverage for you. After the checkered flag of last week's playoff race at Martinsville, the number 41 Ford driver spun Jordan Anderson racer Jeb Burton into the outside wall. The 2 had prior contact earlier in the event. Meyer offered his point of words to Burton in a post-race interview, and of course, you know how that all goes. NASCAR deemed the on-track maneuver against Meyer was a violation of their Section 4.4.B, which is Code of Conduct. So he's out. Ryan Sieg is going to be back in it for him, man. That's how that's going to work out. So he'll drive the number 141 truck there. And also, now that you've got news on that, how about Harrison Burton's going to join Sam Hutt Racing for the 2026? How about that, buddy?
Yeah, it didn't take him long to get another ride. He's going to be at Sam Hunt Racing. They announced that the organization will expand to 2 full-time entries in 2026, both with full-time drivers Dean Thompson, who broke multiple organizational records on his rookie NASCAR Xfinity Series season, and will return to the number 26 GR Super. Harris Burton, NASCAR Cup Series winner and 2025 NXS playoff driver, will pilot the number 24 GR Supra full time.
There you go.
Cool. That's pretty
That
cool.
is cool.
Didn't take him long.
Didn't take him long. Go ahead. And more news.
Yeah, for more news from Colleague Racing.
Yeah,
they're pausing the Xfinity Series program, obviously, because what would they run? Another manufacturer? I doubt it. Colleagues Racing will pause its Xfinity Series program for the 2026 O'Reilly Auto Parts Series season. Colleagues will transition to the Craftsman Truck Series, running those 5 full-time Ram trucks, as we mentioned earlier, with Brandon Queen and Justin Haley and Dye. They've named those. They still have 2 seats open. And should Ram move to the Cup Series in future years, the expectation is that Colleague would eventually return to the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
got some news on Carson Quaffle. He's joining Junior Motorsports, huh?
Yeah, that's going to be cool. He's going to compete full-time in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series season with Junior Motorsports. And co-owner Dale Earnhardt Jr. announced on Wednesday Guapo is among the 4 Xfinity Series drivers battling for the 2025 championship, along with Junior Motorsports teammate Zilich, Justin Allgaier, as well as Richard Childress Racing's Jesse Love, all that mentioned previously. So, yeah, he's going to return next year and drive full-time for Junior Motorsports.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I like that, man. Yeah, I'm going to tell you this. Did you catch this video from Kyle and Samantha Bush?
I saw it. I didn't watch it, but I saw it, and I kind of know what's going on. Yeah.
I hope they hang this company. I hope they hang this effing company. Not only for them, but for the people they ripped off. This insurance company ripped off military people, police officers, teachers, people on retirements. Kyle and Samantha Bush have filed a lawsuit that claims the loss of more than $8.5 million after being misled on purchasing a complex life insurance policies that would leave for safe retirement. This was all set up for their future after racing, whether Kyle retires, he's done, whether he owns a team, he doesn't own a team, whatever, that he wanted to see his son and his daughter make sure that they had financial stability, the college educations, things were taken care of for these kids. The complaint was filed on October 11th in Lincoln County, North Carolina, accused Pacific Life Insurance Company from misrepresenting Index Universal Life, a sub-company. Policies are tax-free retirement plans that will provide self-funding retirement income. According to the complaint, the Bush family paid over listen to this. Are you ready for this? $10.4 million.
It's a lot.
Not including losing the 8.5.
Right.
Okay. I hope the hell the Bushes win this. And I hope they win it for every other person, the cheap people that do this. When Diane brought this to me, she said, have you seen this? And I watched it. You Skratch, you got to go watch the video. It was like a post-television, post-show. They were on a TV show, getting ready to go to another one or a sports news show or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they did a post thing. And I'm going to tell you, Skratch, it's going to listen to what Sam says. Listen to what Samantha Bush has to say. Because not only did they get screwed out of this, I mean, there are hard-working people like you and me and teachers, bartenders, military people, people that guard this country. And these people screwed them. I hope to God they take them to the ringer on this one. And I hope the judge lays the ultimate maximum smackdown that every single person gets paid back every single dime. Every dime.
Nothing worse than taking advantage of people.
All right. Real quickly updated here. Voting remains open for the National Motorsports Press Association's most popular driver. Top 5 right now for you: Ryan Blaney, Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, and Kyle Larson. That's your Cup leaders right now, buddy.
I'm surprised Denny Hamlin.
You're surprised on Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, I'm surprised because of the way he talks trash to everybody. And I'm surprised he's in the most popular. I'm not in the most popular driver balloting. That's all.
Category. Okay.
Yeah.
Xfinity Series. It's Algar, Sheldon Creed, Matty D. Benedetto. I just got a friend request from him. We're going to get Matt on the show. He lost his ride halfway through the year, but he's
great. I
still
like him. I'm a fan of his.
I like Matty D too. Jesse Love and Connor Zillage. Craftsman Trucks. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Me neither. I saw it earlier. Yeah.
Well, okay. I guess
Not
the guys
surprised.
like her in the swimsuits and in the fashion stuff.
We do.
Okay. That's your choices. Rajah Caruth, Matt Crafton, Corey Heim, and Lane. You know what? Vote for Matt Crafton.
And she likes to go fast. You know, I mentioned that earlier when we first started talking about the points that Matt Crafton, I could see them sending him out with. I could see this being the voting.
They should.
I could just see people voting on Matt Crafton because sending him out with style. I mean, he would be the most. You know, he's raced in the truck so long.
20 years.
That, of course, this year being his last year, I could see him being the most popular driver. I could see that.
Am I right or wrong? Didn't he start he was an original from the series, right?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. Why is he? Holy crap.
I'll have to look this up. I believe he's one of the originals.
Ooh.
And he has been the guy in racing that has kept the most consistent of his sponsor with Menards with him through his entire racing career. I mean, this guy has got, you know what? He's championships, races. But if you look at it, he's a great brand ambassador for the simple reason he's kept the damn same sponsor for over 20 years.
Yeah. It's definitely nice to see him in the final five because he, like I said, it absolutely would be awesome to see him go out his last year and be the most popular driver. I could see there's some tough competition in there though, just with Corey, winning all those races, and then Tony in her bathing suits.
Yeah. You know what? I know we're supposed to stay impartial because we're broadcasting and we're going to be, but you know what? I think when I go home tonight, I think I'm going to put a post up tonight. Vote for Matt Crafton for the fan favorite for the trucks. Okay. I think he deserves. I think you hit it right on the head, Skratch. That would be a great honor to send him off after a fantastic career that he has had. An ambassador to the Craftsman Truck Series, Gander Trucks, Camping World Trucks. He's been a great ambassador, a great driver. You never heard a lot about him, racing dirty or anything like that.
Right.
I agree with you 1,000% that people should jump on board and vote for Matt Crafton to win the most popular driver for the trucks.
Yeah, that'd be a nice send off for a guy that I mean, like I said, the trucks. I say it over and over and over again. The trucks are my favorite.
Yep.
Was Matt Crafton my favorite driver? No. Did I ever dislike him? No. Do I love his longevity? Yes. I believe that that should be the vote. That should be the vote this year.
Those guys. You look at those guys in there. You look at Crafton. You look at Grant Enfinger.
I mean, if you are a fan of the Craftsman trucks, you should be voting for this guy to be the most popular truck driver this year, I think.
All right. I saved this for the very end because I know we're all getting sick and tired of it, but here we go. Go ahead and read it. Here's the latest from Judge Kenneth B. Bell.
Yeah, that's funny. I get the lawsuit stuff as if I'm the smart one here.
Well, you are.
Please. I'm just a comedian that runs I just find ways to talk a lot.
Right.
Anyway, here we go. As a byproduct of Judge Kenneth D. Bell ruling on a summary judgment in favor of 2311 Racing and Front Row Motorsports against NASCAR, the court has also unsealed and unratificated a number of documents regarding the case. That includes a copy of the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Charter Agreement made available in full. This particular document, which is the same of all 13 teams that signed it, belongs to the Hendricks Motorsports number 24 entry, currently designated Charter number 08. Some of these details were already public, but the exact figures of payment were not until getting released this week. Alan,
I'm going to tell you something.
tell me.
I was talking to some people that work in public relations. I won't name their names. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to, because when we talk, we talk and we talk. I'm going to tell you something. NASCAR's got to settle this, and you just said the thing because the documents are getting ready to open up. Not only is NASCAR going to have to open up their documents, Goodyear's going to have to start opening up some documents. Sunoco's going to have to start opening up some documents. There's a lot of people that are involved with this that are going to have to start showing where the money went, the money trail. The money trail.
Nobody ever likes to show their money to other people.
That money trail thing is that, and it's getting ready to pop. So NASCAR, if NASCAR was smart, they will sit down with these two teams and they will work out a deal that's not only fair for these two teams and their 6 drivers, because there's 3 on each team. They work out a deal, and they work out a deal for all the teams and get out of this charter thing and get back to what they know. Because I'm telling you, they're going to have to start showing where the money's going to, the money trail is coming. It's coming. I've talked to 2 or 3 very, very important people in not social media, but public relations that work with people that are involved.
Sure.
And numbers and books are going to have to get, if this goes any farther, if they keep pushing this, NASCAR, not only NASCAR is going to start showing, everybody along that line is going to have to start opening up books. Everybody.
I want, of course I want what's best for everyone as far as that goes. I hope it works out just because I don't want to see these teams go away. I mean, especially 2311. I like the novelty of it. I mean, me not being a big Denny Hamlin fan at all, or Michael Jordan for that matter. I like the combination of the two owning the team. You know what I mean? And the team they put together, and the fact that they've been able to be competitive and things like that. I don't want to see that team go away. I think that team's got a big future. It's so funny too because there's a lot of these teams. I mean, you still got your Hendricks and your Gibbs up there dominating. That's what we're looking at for a championship this weekend, 2 Gibbs versus 2 Hendricks. But, those track houses and Spires and 2311s, I mean, they're right there, man. They're right there. And I mean, they, we keep them in there. And as we move forward in NASCAR, maybe this weekend we got one of each.
Yeah. I mean,
something along those lines.
You got to make it fair. I mean, I'm going to tell you something. You're going to stay along this time, and if they deny these 6 charters, how many times have I said it? We look at the fielding field to this weekend in Phoenix, only 38 cars. Only 38 cars for the championship week. The only division that is sold out as far as you can't get a truck in is the trucks. They're capped. There's room in Xfinity. There's room in the Cup Series.
It's because the trucks are awesome. The trucks.
I don't disagree. The point that I'm trying to make here, though, you cut 6 more teams out, and you were right. I got to give you a heads up. Finalized deal with Front Row. Noah Gragson contract for 2026. Zane Smith a contract. Todd Gilliland. Zane Smith, as far as what I've seen, Zane's got the better of the deals. I mean, they didn't disclose what Noah's deal or Todd's deal was. But we know they're going to race. We know that they've got a car. But are they going to have a charter? And I mean, it's already been said. Tyler Reddick has already said it's in his contract. He will not drive or race for a team that does not have a charter. Okay.
That makes sense, but that doesn't sound like you got a lot of confidence in him. I mean, in this particular case, their cars are always competitive.
Yeah.
For one, their cars are always competitive. And it just sounds like he doesn't have confidence in himself, maybe.
Riley Herbst was competitive at Daytona or at Talladega. He was very competitive. Actually led a few laps. So that car was there. Now, maybe their mile and a half in their short track program is not up to par yet. But Riley still had a fairly decent showing. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. If Bell orders the books, We're going to see. You're going to see them. They're going to scramble like they're going to. It's like putting the chocolate cake in the middle of the floor, turning the lights out. The cockroaches come, and you hit the lights, and what do the roaches do? They scatter like you wouldn't believe. Well, that's what's going to happen. If everybody's got to start opening up the books, boy, they're going to start scattering, quick, real quick. I don't care. Open the books. I think they should. I think they should open all. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's going to change things. That's for sure.
All righty.
I can't wait to see how it all unfolds because it kind of goes back and forth. You know how it is, man. It's just, this kind of stuff you stay glued to. I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out, but I think it's going to turn out better for the teams.
I think
as they negotiate, it's going to still turn out better for the teams.
NASCAR doesn't got crap if they don't have the teams and the drivers. NASCAR's nothing. They have nothing. They have a name.
They would figure out how to do it, though.
Well, I'm just saying, without the teams and the drivers, NASCAR's nothing. It's like any racing series. If you don't have the teams, and the drivers there, it doesn't make a difference if it's World of Outlaws, NOS Energy. It doesn't make a difference high limit. It doesn't make a difference if it's NHRA. If you don't have the teams and the drivers there, well,
True.
Real quickly, I want to throw this up there. If you didn't hear at the beginning of the show, the First Lady Diane Fox, the executive producer of this show, is doing great, folks. We thank you for all the prayers and thoughts. Diane was notified yesterday that she is now being taken off of dialysis. Skratch, I can't tell you how many weeks. 3 times a week. She is toughing this out, but her blood counts, her urine things, all the stuff that goes along with your bladders and kidneys and everything else. Rock and roll. So the First Lady is back with us. She'll be right. She's going to be on the program next week. Friday afternoons at 5, Skratch. Tell us about the high banks, buddy.
Yeah, man, it's the high banks every Friday, 5 o'clock, 5 to 6. We do it on 106.9 in New Smyrna or AM 1230. But if you guys are somewhere else in the country, you can check out the high banks on TuneIn. Tune in to WSBB. It's the great voice of Volusia County. I'm your racing ambassador there, Skratch with a K, and I'm joined by Alan Michaels for the second half of the show to do our Racing Around the Country segment. And tomorrow, we've got Arca Menard Series standout, Tyler Reef, who is making a start for Nice Motorsports in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series tomorrow night as well at Phoenix. So we'll have him on as a guest on the second half of the show. Show's on from 5 to 6. Check it out.
There you go. Real quickly, let me log up here. I want to say hi to Dave and Shannon out there. They're joining us once again. Thanks to Pat Beatty. Pat's a great guy over there. Pat, Kyle, those guys, Carter, all those guys. We're going to get over there, man. We're going to get over there next to the Mill Bridge. It's going to be they don't race on the weekends. They do like a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night thing. I just saw a press release. Kyle Larson's little girl just wanted her first event over there.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I saw a picture of this kid. She doesn't look like she's 5 years old. I mean, it's just unbelievable. This is the cutting ground. I mean, you got a Harvick's kid that trained over there. You got Kyle Busch's son, Brexton, is trained there. The Beatties have got these kids are over there. Larson's got his kids over there. We got to get that. And the lady that owns that track over there from Millbridge Raceway or Millbridge Free. We got to get them on. Great people.
That's amazing to me because it makes me think back to when I was 5 years old. My first day, they took the training wheels off my bicycle. I fell off of it and got a concussion, which is probably what's the matter with me now. But when I think about that, I'm like, man, they're winning races at 5 years old. I couldn't ride my bicycle without the training wheels on it.
Yeah,
shame.
It was
why I race junk. That's why I race junk now with this rabbit right here.
With the rabbit.
Yeah.
Well, Gene Wood's the owner of this network and has the Gene Woods Racing Experience, founder of the Hot Shoe.
Yeah.
Racing and everything. His first deal that he ever got, he's like 10 years old. He got a deal with Honda when he was 10. You know what his deal was? To destroy the mini trail. Remember the Honda mini trail? Little 50cc. Remember they came in red and blue, gold and blue. I had a blue one.
I remember.
Yeah, they had to destroy it.
My first motorcycle was a 76 YZ80.
Wow. I had a Honda Mini Trail, then I had a Honda XR75.
I beat that thing all to hell.
I couldn't destroy my Mini Trail. I tried. I beat the living hell out of that thing. Couldn't destroy it.
I got it in like the 80s, though. I was like 14 when I got it. What was that? 85? So I had it in 85, but it was a 76. You know what was really funny though? It didn't have a muffler on it. Somebody had cut the muffler off before I got it. Man, that thing was loud. Everybody in the neighborhood hated me.
Just on the other side of this studio over here, I've got the James Baja truck. We're getting ready to assemble it and put up the off-road truck's already up on the wall. We're getting ready to put the Baja truck up. But right there beside me, it's just right outside this door. He's got a 19, you got to see that. I'll take a picture and send it to you.
All right.
It's like a 1957, 58 Taco mini bike. Original purple paint. Unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what the thing's worth. I mean, I think Gene told me it's worth over 10 grand. I mean, I don't know where he found this thing, but it's got one teeny little nick on the handlebar. That's it. It's perfect. 1957 or a 58 Taco mini bike. With the old pull, the old pull thing, the old pull motor, great Strat type of motor.
Right.
But only if it's a Taco motor, yeah.
Yeah.
I miss the old mini bike days, man. I miss those days, the old mini bike days. Those were fun.
Yeah.
All right. So you're back racing, a couple of weeks away? You're heading over to see old Cletus and those boys over there?
No, that's this weekend. That's tomorrow night and Saturday out there at Freedom Factory. They're running the Tour of Destruction. I'm not going.
You're not?
No, I was a little, I was supposed to go down to where the race car was last week and things didn't work out. And then this week I ended up with a cold during the week. So I didn't get to make it down there this week. And I figured the effort it was going to take to pressure myself into, getting, after being sick and everything, trying to get down there and get the car ready. That's a long drive. It's 3-something hours. So I'm going to skip this weekend. But the plan is next Saturday to go to Ocala Speedway and run the only dirt track we run for Tour of Destruction. So I don't care what it takes. I'm going racing next Saturday. I just felt I felt with me not being able to get there last week, along with being under the weather this week, and that being so far away from where I'm at, that it might have been just a little too much for me. So we're gonna skip that event, but we're gonna go over next Saturday to Ocala, because Ocala was the last place I ran my old car. Right. Because it got destroyed there. So I didn't really get a good shot at running on the dirt over there, and I'm looking forward to it because it looked like a lot of fun from where I was broke down at.
All right. I'll be here I was going to go out to the strip tomorrow, but those plans got changed and everything else. So I think I'm going to go out Sunday and catch the finals. The Nevada Nationals, 2 wide, no 4 wide racing, just 2 wide. I think I'll go out there and check that out for a little bit. Then, come and catch a little bit of Phoenix. And, it's always NFL Sunday, too. The football season's in. So, we'll catch that out, looking at that. But that's pretty much. I'll be at the Gene Woods Racing Experience on Friday. I'm actually doing a Friday evening. Then I'll be back Saturday afternoon to greet our racing customers here. So come on down and see us. 450 Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas, if you're out. And if you're here, don't forget, if you're into racing, it's drag racing this weekend. NHRA is here, like I said before, 2 wide, not 4, out at the strip. Tickets are available at nhra.com, or you can log on to our friends at Las Vegas Motor Speedway at lvms.com. You can pick tickets up there. Everything's running. The Lucas Off-Roads, not the Lucas Off-Road, the Lucas Series, more of the ladder racing. They'll be running there. And, of course, you've got all the top 4 major series for Pro Stock motorcycles, Pro Stock cars, Nitro Funny Car, and, of course, Nitro Top Fuel. So go get you some Nitro. Good thing about it, man, if you've never been to an NHRA event, you don't need a media pass to get in the pits or anything like that. General admission tickets get you down to the pits. You want to go smell Nitro? You want to get an autograph? John Force, Courtney, the Enders girl.
Yep.
Erica Enders. You see them all. Jake Coughlin, they're all there. Jack Beckman, all of them. And they're very, very cool about when they get done with like tuning and testing and things like that. They'll come out and they see a line, people gathering around their pit area. And they'll nonchalant. They just whip out a Sharpie and start signing autographs, quick selfies, and they go on about their business. It's a great time. Good food out there. They got a turkey leg guy out there, Skratch. I mean, they're a little expensive, but he does a good smoked turkey leg out there. He really does.
You can eat it like it's in the medieval times.
Yeah, that's it. Just munching down, man, with an
apple.
All right.
I got a big comedy show coming up too. And I mentioned it because because I should. But it's at the Streamline, which is the birthplace of NASCAR. The rooftop, yeah, the rooftop bar. That's the hotel where they were at, where they did all the meetings for NASCAR. Cool. So it is the birthplace of NASCAR, the Streamline. On top of the roof, they got a comedy show, and I will be there November 13th, headlining the show. So I look forward to anybody who wants to come out and see me do that and get a load of my sense of humor.
There you go. Go out and have a beer with him when he's done. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Want to thank Austin Thompson. Austin's going to join us back next week, Skratch. So we'll find out how our
that'd be awesome. Like I said, I think it'd be funny if we all were just wrong and somebody else won them all.
We're going to find out next week. Anything else you got to say before I bring on John?
Let me think. No.
That's it. All right. Here we go. Back to the K Daytona, Alan here in Las Vegas. Thanks to Austin Thompson for joining us today from North Carolina. He'll be back with us next week. We'll find out how we did, everybody. NHRA in Las Vegas, NASCAR's in Phoenix. We'll find out how everybody does, all right? You guys have yourself a great weekend out there. Be safe and be careful. John, bring us home.
Thanks for joining us for On Pit Road Racing. Follow us on our website, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at On Pit Road Racing. On Pit Road Racing is written and produced by WCOBN TV. I'm John the announcer for On Pit Road Racing.